Good morning, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. It's Friday. The Packers will wrap up the practice week, uh, barring probably a walkthrough Saturday before they leave. And we'll hear from Matt LaFleur prior to wrapping it up and getting ready for San Francisco. The Packers got a big test ahead of them. 49ers are no joke. It's their home opener. You know, they'll be jacked to wipe the floor with Aaron Rodgers and company. Time for Rodgers and Matt LaFleur to try and exercise a demon, because goodness knows they have not fared well in that building or against this team in particular. Last year, notwithstanding, when they were playing basically a shell of the team. Good to see everybody in the comments section. Lots of you already checking in. Thanks to everybody who showed up for Carry the G last night. Had a good time with AJ Dillon. If you haven't seen that yet, make sure you check it out right here on the YouTube channel. Always a good time talking with AJ. A little late in the week this time around due to the Monday night game and everything else around his schedule, but we'll be back next Monday night. Thank you for that. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for making Cheesehead TV part of your Packers day, because goodness knows there's a lot of stuff out there when it comes to covering the green and gold, and you guys utilizing Cheesehead TV in any way always means a lot. To myself, to Corey, and everyone here. Vince starts us off with a super chat. What's up, buddy? Thanks for the super chat. Hopefully Rodgers can exercise the demon of San Francisco out in the Bay. Lord knows I'm tired of seeing him lose and have that I wish I was a 49er look like 19. Yeah. Look, I don't think he'd trade his career in Green Bay for anything. And I know he grew up a 49ers fan, and he had dreams of playing for them when there was talk of his possibly going first overall. But I think he's really this, obviously tiff with Brian Gutekunst notwithstanding. I think he's had a phenomenal career in Green Bay, and I think if you put him on truth serum, he would tell you that he wouldn't trade it for anything. Casey, thanks for the super chat. Hey, Nags, headed to Green Bay this weekend with a bunch of friends. Best bar to catch the game at on Sunday night in the greater Lambeau area? Well, that's, the tailgate room for Cheesehead TV. Unfortunately, you're not allowed in. Banky's place is thebomb.com. But best bar open to the public? You can't go wrong with any of the major places around the stadium. Stadium View, Anduzzi's. I don't know. Anduzzi's had a weird schedule last time I was there, but I think they'll obviously be open for the game. Those are the two main ones. You could try Hinterland, but I don't think that wouldn't be a great spot to watch a game. Kroll's will be fun, but I think it'll be packed, and B, you got to get there super early. But yeah, I think any of those will be showing the game, and you'll have a good time. And or you could try and go downtown, but if you want to be by the stadium, you want to be in the mix, so to speak, those are your best bets, no doubt about it. What else we got here, folks? Can we get a sack or two on Jimmy G? Getting pressure will be key, no doubt about it. The problem is I think Kyle Shanahan's going to do a really good job of keeping him in rhythm and running the football. Don't forget, this is the team that ran all over the Packers in the NFC Championship game a couple years ago, and I know personnel is different, but the coach is very much the same, as is the quarterback, and one of the big ways you make your quarterback successful is running the football. And I think Kyle knows that, and he will most likely utilize the running game, despite the fact that they'll probably be down to some kind of like beer vendor there at running back. But they're going to run the football, and they're probably going to run it pretty effectively. So that will be their best weapon against the Packers pinning their ears back and getting after Jimmy G. So as much as I would love it, don't get me wrong, and without Za'Darius, most likely, it's going to be a tough road to hoe, so to speak. O-line, what's your guess on the lineup? Oh, God. My guess is that Elton Jenkins doesn't play. Billy Turner slides over to left tackle. Kelly comes in at right tackle. And then with the interior, they probably go Patrick, Myers, and Runyon or Newman. I'm not quite sure. Probably Newman. Or they keep Patrick over at right guard, and put Runyon back at left guard. But that would be my guess. Alan, thanks for the super chat. Kudos to Cheesehead TV for bringing us AJ Dillon. He's great, charming, intelligent, great show. Thank you, Alan. Very nice of you to say, and thank you for the support. Yeah, AJ is a great guy. He's really interesting off the field, which is one of the reasons we wanted to partner with him. You can tell just from these couple of weeks we've had with him already, he's got a very interesting kind of off the field kind of interests and personality and things that you wouldn't maybe expect from a professional football player. So, yeah, we're really happy to have him on board. Am I happy with the inside linebacker play to date? it's about what I expected it to be. So I'm not going to sit here and do cartwheels or anything. But yeah, I think they've been a notch better than they were up at this point last year. That's for sure. Not that that's saying much, but I think Campbell's brought some stability there, and I think he's played about as well as I expected him to. Now, again, there are going to be times when he does miss a play or he gets beat like he did for that touchdown against the Lions. But even on that play, he's in a really good position. It's just a great throw and a good route. And sometimes you get beat. But I think overall, he's been there in the run game when he's been allowed to make those plays. And guys haven't been up on him because the blocking up front hasn't held up. And I think Barnes has been solid as well. Nothing to write home about, obviously. No big splash plays, so to speak. But yeah, I haven't seen it as a detriment. Let's put it that way. When the plays are there to be made, they've certainly been sufficient. And hell, last 10, 15 years in Green Bay, that's all you can ask for at this point. Stokes will shine. Jenkins will play. A lot of declarations in the comments today. I like it. Just wake up. Packers Daily is good to wake up to. Michael, that's very nice of you to say. Thanks, buddy. Do I see Cobb getting more action? I don't know, Danny, maybe a little bit more, a touch more. I don't think he's ever going to be a focal point of the game plan. I do think maybe he gets a few more snaps because 12 wants that to happen, clearly. But I don't think like I said, I don't think he's ever going to be, regularly out there every single drive, etc. I think it will be kind of a case-by-case basis dependent on how they want to attack the opposing defense. I kick ass. What's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. What a diplomatic response from Kenny Clark yesterday when asked if he needs help. Also, do you think Matt LaFleur has gotten shorter with his responses lately? I could be wrong, but he seems more direct. Yeah, Kenny's the man. I think there's zero question he wants help and he knows he needs help, but he's not going to throw anybody under the bus, and he's a class act. So I don't expect anything but class when Kenny's talking. As for Matt and his shorter responses, a little bit. I think there are certain things, and this happens once you get into a groove, right, in a franchise as the head coach. There are certain topics where we know the answer. We know how he's going to respond, yet the beat needs quotes, right? The beat needs to get Matt LaFleur's quotes on a topic, whatever that subject might be. The one that leaps to mind, obviously, yesterday is Ryan Wood asking about the off coverage. That's something that's been asked about a lot. I've asked about it, and others have as well. Yet it can, we continue to see it, so we're going to ask about it. And Matt got a little short with that answer and a little direct, to use your line. And I think that's to be expected because, there are things that if they pop up repeatedly and you get asked about it repeatedly, yeah, you're going to get a little annoyed about it. Maybe make your answers a little clipped, but hey, fix it. Then you won't be asked about it. But yes, I feel you. Cheers and morning, Nags. What's up, Kurt? How are you, man? Riled Mouse. What a name. Sunday Night Football. Let's fucking go. I hear you. I'm all for it. Can't wait to be coming home in New York City at 2 a.m. after a Packers loss in San Francisco. Let's go. I said what I said. Deal with it. Michael. Calm down, man. It's Friday morning. We're heading into the weekend. We don't need to be. I mean, I hate the Vikings. Don't get me wrong, but we'll get there. Vikings. Save it for Vikings week, man. Dennis, yes, free Heflin, please, Jesus. If you're up there and you're listening, please, baby Jesus, free the trash can for a little dirt. We need him. Matthew, thank you for the super chat. Say a name. I don't know, Matthew. I'm not feeling it. I think I need more than $2 to say that name. You like that? Is there a reason Green Bay is usually not a player at trade deadline? Team chemistry, fears? Mostly they just like their guys in their program, and they traditionally, especially under Ted, it's changed a little bit under Brian, but they like to, they like to keep things not in-house, but they like to have guys that have been in their program. There was a point where, what was it, like 98% of their roster or something like that, towards the end with Ted was like all people who had never been with another team. And like I said, that's changed a little bit under Brian, but that is their philosophy. They do like to draft and develop, and the development is part of that, and their program and their way of working. And They don't want people coming in and gumming up the works, so to speak. Now, that doesn't mean they turn a blind eye to it. Doesn't mean they're not active in conversations, because they are. We know they are. But they're also not going to overpay. You know, last year they made several calls at the trade deadline between Fuller and Ertz and what have you, but they're just not going to overpay. Some teams will, like the Patriots, using a second round pick on Mohamed Sanu. How'd that turn out? You know, so it's it can be frustrating, because we do, as Packers fans, read about, you know, potential deals, what have you, guys that are available, and we pretty much know the Packers aren't going to be involved. But then maybe we get a headline, "Ooh, they've made this call or that call," but then traditionally they don't pull the trigger. You know, don't forget, remember, like going back to Ted. Ted was the same way. He had Tony Gonzalez, deal done, and then the opposing GM Peterson changed the ask at the last minute. You know, and Ted said, "Nope, too rich for my blood." Yeah, could have traded for Marshawn Lynch. Didn't do that. Didn't want to overpay. And I know everyone like bitches about that one, but they won a Super Bowl that year. So calm down. So yeah, it's like, it's just, they're not going to overpay, and they like the guys in their building, and put those two together, and more often than not, you're not going to see them mentioned as having made a trade. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Andrew, thanks for the super chat. It's an oversized hat. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mark, thanks for the super chat. Thanks for Cheesehead TV. Carry the fucking G. So down about Packers' chances this weekend, Nags. Hey, if you will it, it is no dream. If you will it, it is no dream. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see him pull out the W. I'll be doing cartwheels. I'll be extra drunk on the watch party, but I'm not anticipating having to worry about any of that. Is there still a ransom being offered for dismantling the horn at U.S. Bank? 100%, yes. But but people forget, there is a very specific end game there. There's a very specific button on that joke. You have to make it play Go Pack Go. It's one thing to be able to dismantle the horn. I think that's like bad. You know, that's hard enough, and I'd be very impressed if anyone could do it. But to get the $10,000, you've got to make it play Go Pack Go. Bon chance. You should make a book for all your super chat acronyms. That's not a bad idea, actually. Am I happy with Kingsley Kiki? No. Danny, I talked about it on Packer Transplants on Wednesday night. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Kiki and Lancaster are straight up liabilities. With Lancaster, he was hurt in training camp, and you know, he's never been a star player. He's a guy who's always punched kind of above his weight, so to speak. Undrafted kid who gave them really, I thought, you know, decent play against the run early on in his Packers tenure. But holy cow, he has been very disappointing through the first two games. But I'm not surprised by that, right? Tyler Lancaster, lunch pail guy, he's giving you minutes. It is what it is. I'm not a fan of it, but fine. Kingsley Kiki was supposed to be ascending. He was supposed to be coming into his own his third year. We heard Jerry Montgomery this summer talking about how he's expecting big things, a big step. And all we've seen is Kingsley Kiki getting pushed around. I mean, it is time. I mean, I understand he wasn't available for the first part of camp. You know, he didn't practice until well into camp, coming off the injury list. Maybe he's rounding into shape, but goddamn, it is time to round into shape, son. That it is hard to watch him right now, these first two games. He needs to nut up, especially on early downs. Am I happy with Kingsley Kiki? No, I am not. Greg, thanks for the super chat. When you look at the games where the offense laid an egg, 2019 Chargers, 2020 NFC Championship game, 2021 Saints, what is the common thread between them? Matt and Aaron not, say, abandoning, but not being able to steer their steamliner in the middle of an offensive stalemate and stick to the running game and or turn to the running game. They really, really, really lean into get the ball in Aaron's hands, but it's the wrong Aaron. You know, they think Aaron Rodgers can get them out of those funks when it should be Aaron Jones and company in the backfield getting them out of those funks. They go to spread. They try and throw it around the yard. And they need to be doing the opposite. And before anyone says anything about the defense, I mean, yes, no, the defense has to hold up its end of the bargain. But to this list of games, like the NFC Championship game, they got run all over. But the 2019 Chargers game, the defense absolutely kept them in that game the entirety of the first half. I mean, they kept getting stops. You only do so much when you're out on the field the entire time. I kick ass 44. Thanks to the super chat. Every transplants episode should end with Paul Allen missed field goal call. The recent one, anti PS5 fun. Rodgers on transplant. So that's never going to happen. As much as I found that call hilarious, there's no fucking way we're putting a Paul Allen call on Packer transplants. No, sir. But I appreciate the support. What's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. It's going to be a tough. I expect Packers showing heart. That's the thing, right? Like, I do expect a tough game, and I do think the Packers probably don't win this one. However, I just want them to show up. One of these trips out west, can they finally just show up? Can they get off the bus for once? That's more than anything. Like, show some heart. Show some fight. I can come in there and try and run the football, you know? I'm with you, man. Fly to the ball on defense. 11 hats on the ball. Get to it. Get going. Like, I don't want, like, the thing I just do not want on Sunday night is one of these fucking games where it's over by the end of the first quarter, where I'm sitting there having to tell people, oh, a lot of ball game left, but it's so clear that their heart's not in it. You know, I don't want to be the one who wants it most. I need them to want it. And on these West Coast trips, for whatever reason, sure looks like they're enjoying the fucking Cali life much more than they are wanting to play a football game. I said what I said. Sandy, how are you? Good morning. William, thanks for the super chat. Obi to Kiki. You were the chosen one. That's not bad, actually. You know, and I don't need him to be the chosen one. I don't need him to be out there like, you know, bringing balance to the force. I don't need that. I just need him to be, you know what I need him to be? I don't need him to like be the chosen one. I just need him to be the dude at the start of the original film who is sitting there, rebel soldier. He knows stormtroopers are coming through that door, but I'm going to stand here and I'm going to offer some resistance. You know, yeah, I'm probably going to get taken out. Darth Vader's probably coming in. No doubt I'm probably going to die. But you know what? I got heart. I'm going to be here for the rebellion. And I'm going to offer some resistance. That's all I want. I don't need you to take over the galaxy, Kiki. I just need you to play your part. Be a soldier. Man up. Face down those stormtroopers coming through the door. That's all I want. That's all I need out of you. Because right now, you know what you are? You're like, I don't even know what. You're like a CGI alien that was added later that no one cares about. That's what you are right now. Need you to step your game up, Kingsley Kiki. Nuclear Family, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. I hate when players say they lacked energy after a loss. Do they perceive that as sounding better than saying they were outplayed? Let's beat the 49ers. I feel you, man. I definitely feel it. Like, it's your literal job to show up and provide the energy. Chris, thanks for the super chat. Invited by vendor to go to U.S. Bank Sunday for Vikings Hawks. Free hotel, tickets, food, and drinks. I will be wearing green and gold. Who do I want to lose? Oh, we always want the Vikings to lose. We know this. Come on now. Chris, that's awesome, though. I don't know if you saw that clip of Harry Styles playing in the Minneapolis area this past week, and he spotted a guy in a Packers shirt and gave him a shout-out. I love that guy wearing that Packers gear in Minnesota to a Harry Styles show. And B, I flipping love Harry Styles. That kid needs to come on our show, like in the worst way. Like I would be more geeked for Harry Styles to come on Packer Transplants than Aaron Rodgers. It's true story. Do I think we will see love against San Francisco? No, it's going to be a very close, hard-fought game that Aaron Rodgers will be in until the end. In a city far, far away, exactly. Big Bob Tunyon is a weapon. You damn right, Matt. You are correct, and I hope he's utilized at least a little bit in this matchup. We saw him obviously get involved against the Lions, and we need more of it going forward. All right, everybody, I'm going to have to get going. I can't thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers Monday through Friday right here on Packers Daily on Cheesehead TV. Please do me a huge favor and hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel and tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. I'll see you Sunday night. Corey and I will be live for the watch party. We'll see you right here on the YouTube channel. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great weekend. Go Pack Go.